If you come to the Oisans, most people stick to the 21 bends of Alpe d'Huez. But after years of riding here, this hidden connector between the Col de Sarenne and Alpe d'Huez is one of my favourite climbs. This is the Balcon de Auris and the Col de Cluy. Tucked between Alpe d'Huez and the Col de Sarenne, on paper it looks minor, but that's exactly why it matters. A quiet, gravel climb, rarely ridden, yet absolutely spectacular. So the two main parts of the ride that I'm showcasing today are the Balcon de Auris and the Col de Cluy. There is a copy of the GPX file on my website and there is a link in the description below. Go check it out. I've got to go up these blasted bends again. It's a hard life, someone's got to do it. We're coming up to Le Garde en Oisans, bend 16, where we're going to take a right. The wind's calmed right down, lovely now. And we have 8k to Auris en Oisans. There are quite a few houses on this road, so although it's quite a narrow road cut into the side of the mountain, you do need to be aware of traffic. You start by winding through the Balcon d'Auris. It doesn't look hard, but those narrow tunnels and cliffside sections demand focus. That's why this road sticks in your memory. This isn't just about the views, it's about earning every pedal stroke on a road few riders even dare to take. Absolutely spectacular route. I first rode this ride with Cyclist magazine, and one of the photos taken even made the front cover of the magazine. On this climb, but descending it, as you can probably tell from the heavy breathing, I'm climbing still with Cyclist magazine. They came out to do the secret side of Alpe d'Huez, and we were climbing the Pala de Confession, the Col de Sarenne, and descending this. Anyway, the photographer was hanging out the back of our van, strapped in, taking photos of us as we came down this road. The best thing about it was my wife was driving the van and she was absolutely terrified of this road, but bless her, she did it. Don't think she ever did it again. We're just about to come out to the best part of the road, cut into the side of the cliff, sheer drop down to the side. Absolutely magnificent. I can't actually ride close to the edge. I just suffer from vertigo. Very difficult to give you a perspective of what it's like, but it's a sheer drop. 200 or 300 metres down, I would say. Now you might be thinking, isn't this road too narrow or exposed? I thought the same. Those sheer drops along the Balcon d'Auris make you double take. But it's manageable if you're careful. That was the Balcon d'Auris. Another little section to do. Then we're over the top and then we're carrying on to Auris and Oisans. it's a little cold. North facing. I'm on the main road up to the ski resort of Auris. Just for your reference, I haven't stopped climbing since the start of Alpe d'Huez. It's just been a constant climb up. We're at 11k by the time we turn off the Cluy. It's a sharp right just by the panel, and we're on the road. Hopefully it's open. It's not saying it isn't. You are driving on a communal roadway. So the Col de Cluy is 2 kilometers of climbing. We are at 1520 meters, and we're going up to about 1800 meters. So about 300 meter vertical climb. It's a great way to get to the other side of the valley without taking the main road. But the gravel descent of the Col de Cluy is steady, with 300 meters of vertical climbing in about 2 kilometers. Not sure if the camera's picking that up, but there's a cloud just hanging in the valley right in front of us. I think we might have to cycle through it. Absolutely stunning. Hopefully it's not too wet, because it's pretty cold up here. The clouds hanging in the sky add atmosphere, yet the cold makes you aware of how remote this place really is. There's a small chapel to visit. It's a quiet pause, a reminder of centuries of mountain life. If you're loving these hidden roads, check out the Col de Sarenne, another secret climb near Alpe d'Huez. Link in the description for that one. It's spectacular and adds a whole new layer to your Oisans adventures. We're nearly at the summit, it's just up there. I just thought I'd show you the road. Then we came up just there. The little chapel is just there in the screen. The cloud seems to just be hanging there at the moment. I don't want to get caught in it, so I'm going to crack on. I've ridden this ride in sun, drizzle and low clouds. Each time the narrow switchbacks and high alpine feel reminds me why local riders keep this route a secret. Wow. I remember this descent as being straightforward. I was wrong. My rigid gravel bike struggled over the rocky paths. A monster gravel bike with front suspension would have been perfect here. Okay, that was a pretty horrific descent on rigid forks. First time I've ever done that, I think. Anyway, we're near the end. We did the rather beautiful ascent of the Balcon and then the gravel ascent of the Col de Cluy, followed by the brutal descent of the Col de Cluy down the Sarenne out onto essentially Bend 5 of Alpe d'Huez. Oh, thank God for that. Civilization and Alpe d'Huez. Oh. All that's left is the descent of Alpe d'Huez back down to Oisans. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below.
Finally, consider subscribing to the channel for more cycling in France know-how.